Hello, hello. Julie Bartkus here, workplace transformationalist. And I wanted to come to you with a little video. I've been having a lot of conversations with leaders this week about their hiring process. And actually, I've been having conversations with leaders for more than 20 years about their hiring processes. And I put together just this little flow diagram that shows what it typically looks like in our organizations when we find that we need staff. So maybe somebody just quits and then a moment of panic sets in. So let me know if this looks a little bit like your hiring process. But like I said, these are conversations I've been having for over 20 years. And I wanted to share this little flow and present you with a better way to really navigate through the staff attraction and hiring process. But here's how it typically goes. All right. So someone just quits. We have a moment of panic that sets in. And then we're not quite sure what to do. So we talk to others about the staff shortage. Then, after we talk to them a little bit, we're like, okay, we need to find a help wanted ad. What's the last ad that we used? And if we can't find our last one, maybe we spend a little bit of time, maybe too much time, developing that 3-color flyer that we're going to get out there. And then once we have that old help wanted ad or the new color flyer that we develop, we blast it out on social media. We put it out there all over the place. And then we don't get the response that we want. So fear sets in. And then we think, okay, we have to post that help wanted ad in other places. So then we go to Indeed or other online sources that might be paid, and we post it there and we start getting some candidates. And we get really excited and we take the quickest route to getting those candidates on our calendars and getting those interviews scheduled. I even have clients who are like, they hit that text me button, text me for their candidates to be able to contact them in an instant. They get really excited, they get some interviews scheduled, and then what they find is that they get no shows at the interviews. And the show ups that they do get at those interviews, they're now feeling energetically like they are desperate and they have to hire whoever is passing that mirror test or that warm body walking in. So they hire that person, and then that person quits. And it might be a day, it might be a week, it might be 2 weeks, it might be a month, but that person is not a long term person. And then we're left sitting in our own thoughts of what's my problem. And we might be thinking, I don't offer as much money. My benefits aren't as good. I'm not as prestigious. And we start really thinking about all the things that are wrong with us. But I have a better way to navigate through this whole hiring process. And if you would like my 5 steps for hiring success, I've got a little cheat sheet for you. So wherever you're viewing this video, just leave me a comment and we'll make sure that we get you that link for the cheat sheet. We'll probably come back and put it in the places that we're broadcasting this as well. But does this sound like your hiring process? Someone quits, then you're like, oh my gosh, we need somebody. We're panicking. We talk to others about that staff shortage. We get a help wanted ad out there. We find one, we create one, 3 colors, whatever it might be. Maybe we spend too much time. We blast it out on social media. We don't get the response we want. Fear sets in. So we move forward. We post on Indeed, other paid platforms, and we get candidates. We start getting some candidates. But then we take the quickest route to get those candidates in front of us. We might say, text me. We might say, come in tomorrow. We might hire them on the spot, but we get those interviews scheduled. And then our heart starts to break when there's no shows at those interviews. And the people who do show up, you're feeling really desperate. So you hire people that aren't necessarily your dreamy people. They end up quitting on you. Maybe it's a day, a week, a month later, and you're left in the thought process of what's my problem? What's wrong with me? If you want a better way, leave a comment. I've got a cheat sheet for you. And if you can relate to this or part of this, leave a comment as well. This is dominant in many of the conversations that I have with leaders who are really struggling to finding amazing staff. And there is a better way. I'm Julie Bartkus, been transforming workplaces for more than 20 years, and I can't wait to help you attract and hire the most amazing staff, the best staff ever.